welcome to a new video. This is going to be the last Beast review in a while, since I don't have Series 25 yet, and I will be getting it for my birthday in March. So, this is going to be the last one for a while. This is Beast Quest Beast Review Series 24, Blood of the Beast. Now, this series is interesting. If you were to go up to Adam or Lucas, which by the way, go check them out, and as well as you and them, if you were to go up to them and randomly start a conversation for some reason about this series, they would probably tell you that it is one of, if not the best, Beast Quest series, because they absolutely adore Series 24. Me, in my opinion, it's an alright series. Definitely, in my opinion, far off from being the best one. So, yeah, so we're going to get right into the series. So that was a very quick thing. So, is this series good or is it bad? Let's find out. So the story probably has one of the most interesting stories, I'll give it that. Rhea's back, yes, Rhea from Series 22. And she has corrupted Tom in his golden armour. So Tom is actually a villain in this series. Now, I need to tell the story because this is part of the series. A long time ago, Tanner, as we brought up, the first Master of the Beast, defeated this beast called Krokle, known as the Father of Fear. Tanner couldn't kill Krokle, but he defeated him by using a potion on his sword, and he basically he separated Krokle into three different beasts. These beasts would become known as the Children of Krokle. So now Rhea needs Tom to defeat these beasts to get their tokens so she can revive Krokle. But it's up to Elena, Dowtek, and Storm, who's Silver though, god damn it Silver, to stop Rhea from reviving Krokle and taking over Avantia, and save Tom from being evil. So straight up, good, having Tom be the villain. And also, I love how in the books it changed perspective from Elena's point of view and Tom's point of view. So Tom and Elena, since of course there's 8 chapters, each one gets 4 chapters each. And I really like that, having Tom be the villain. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, first one up is Electro. Hang on. Let me get my lamp on. There we go, we can have a bit more light. Yeah. This will have to do. So, oh god, hang on. I don't want it to be too dark. Hang on. Yeah, that will have to do. Yeah, okay, yeah, this will do. So, design for Electro, so Electro the Stormbird. Design for Electro, Design for Electro, I gave an 8 out of 10. I love how, of course, it's a bird, but I love how it's skeleton. I love the lightning surrounding her, the shades of purple on her feathers, and just the detail on the bones. It looks really cool. Cool. I love how the blurb says, join. I love how the blurb says, join Tom and his loyal companions as they battle the first beast. Well, Tom's evil, so. Oh god, yeah. Conditions. So, anyway, so probably has the second best design in my opinion. Really good design. Abilities I gave a 7. She can fly. She can summon lightning or use lightning. She can absorb lightning. And yeah, that's about it. But in my opinion, still pretty cool ability. So basically being able to absorb lightning. But the fight, though, I gave a 3. Now, there wasn't really much of a fight. And it was just Tom having a scruffle with Electro, and then Elena just coming in and defeating the beast with, well, the blood of Krokor they used in a potion on her arrows. Basically, her shooting the beast down, and the beast basically dissolved. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the fight, which is a bit disappointing because I wish that there actually was a fight, because having a great design and really cool abilities. I mean, I do like the story how she gets fed sacrifices, but we're basically doing Krokol again. Oh no, not Krokol, that's this one, Krotax. Basically doing Krotax again, but aside from the fight, I think it's a good starting look. Oh god. Oh, my desk. The total for Electro is 18 out of 30. Yeah. Very good design though. I'd say good starting look. Better than Querzal from the last series. So at least we're off to a good start. But I do wish the fight, well, not only could have been longer, but there actually was more of a fight. Instead of just Tom having a scruffle with her, and then Elena just coming in and boom, and then just kills her. So yeah. Yeah, I do wish there was more. Next up is Flooga, the Sightless Slitherer. Design I gave a 7. Now, I thought this was basically a giant plankton, but apparently, according to the fandom, it's a mix between yeah, it's basically kind of like an octopus, sea serpent, plankton thing. But I do like, of course, the purple, the blue, and the green, like the 3 different colours going down its body. I love the spikes on his tentacles, and how the little slits in his eyes. Abilities I gave a 4. Can see, even though he's blind, he can still sense his prey. Sharp tentacles, so he can use to grab his victims, and they're barbed. And is very agile at swimming. Yeah. And fight, I gave a 5. Better than Electro's fight. There was actually more of a fight. However, I feel like one thing I didn't like about this beast, it had so many weaknesses. So they actually, the thing is though, they actually, oh god. They actually defeat Flooga by, well, a rock falling on Flooga, crushing him. But there's so many weaknesses he has. He cannot let, he hates the sunlight, because if it hits him, it'll burn his skin. Well, just being crushed by a rock, and I think there's one more. Yeah, I think it's just he can't really survive out. Yeah, he can't really survive out of water for long, and so he can't go. So the sun can't hit him. He can't go out into the water, and he's pretty easy to defeat. I'll be honest, I'm not really upset about that. I'm just a bit upset how many there were so many other weaknesses he had. I mean, this is meant to be a really tough beast, and he has so many weaknesses. So I'm a bit confused there. That bit probably did not make sense. I probably went so weird with my dialogue then. Bitch, bitch, bitch. But, okay, ignore that. But, I don't know. It's kind of like Electro, but a better fight. However, in design and abilities, I pick Electro any day compared to Fluga. But fight-wise, I would pick Fluga over Electro. Yeah. So overall, it's an alright beast. I mean, some of the scenes were actually alright, but yeah. Yeah, that was probably that Fluga is probably the most awkward, and by the way, how I said it, the most awkward beast I've ever had to talk about. Because that was so awkward, the way I had to talk about his fight. Oh god. Total for Fluga is 16 out of 30. I mean, personally, it's these two that I find to be the least, like the worst ones of this series. I mean, they're not bad beasts. It's just they're just mediocre, to be honest. But then we get to the second half of the series, and you realise, oh, this is much better. Next book is Morax the Wrecking Menace. Design I gave a 7. Design I gave a 7. It's a giant pangolin, but I love like the purpley blue on his scales, his horn. Like I love the trees he's standing on, his snout, the eyes, and of course the little white bits on his like thing. He just looks like he is really an armored menace. Abilities I gave a 7. Pretty much, he can roll into a ball and basically destroy anything. Hard. He can go into a shell. Yeah, you're up going into a shell. Sharp teeth, powerful claws. Has acid. Has burning. His saliva is his saliva is burning acid, so anything it touches, it'll burn. And very powerful tail, like I said, sharp teeth, sharp claws, of course, and pretty much nothing can stand in its way. And fight I gave... Oh, I accidentally put Morax's name wrong. I put Morak. And fight I gave a 7. Bitch. Big improvement over Electro and Fluga. And I mean, there were monkey people that helped out. It was in a jungle. I do like my jungle beast, like I said. And I thought the way they defeated Morax was also pretty good. And the fact that Tom actually saved a baby monkey, even though of course his armor was like corrupting him, he was like, no, don't do it. So that was pretty good. So yeah, overall, better beast. I'm so sorry I'm rushing through this. Total for Morax is 21 out of 30. I was so happy when I finished reading this book, and I said, yes, Series 24 isn't that bad. Oh god. I mean, it wasn't bad to begin with, but I was like, it's just going to come off as an alright series. If it wasn't for Morax and Krokul, if they'd have kept these two fights slower, well, not slower, but like shorter, this series would have been. I would have like not really been a big fan of this series even more. But Morax has just saved this series. But now, let's get to the final book. 15 minutes and we're already into the final book. Oh, the final book is Krokul, Krokul, the Father of Fear. Design, I gave a 9. It's been a long time since I've given a beast a 9 for design. But I just love how Krokul's basically a giant. He's kind of like a winged knight. I love the lightning around. I love his armor, the detail, the eyes, the tongue coming out of his mouth. Like I said, the helmet, all of his armor, the wings. They went into so much detail into this. And I might as well talk about something. So spoilers if you haven't read this series. But spoilers, 1, 2, oh god. 3, 2, 1. This beast is actually Tom. So turns out, Rhea. So throughout this series, it was always Rhea and Tom who always got the tokens. And Rhea has put a spell on Tom and has turned him into Krokul. So basically, Elena and Daltek have to fight their best friend, which I thought was a very good idea to end off the series. Abilities, I gave a 7. Armor, pretty much. So thick hide, armor, claws. He can shoot a black goo out of his hands. And can pretty much destroy anything. And fight, I gave a 7. Now, after Elena shot an arrow at Krokul, once again, pretty much ending him, she also did it with Morax. The only beast that, of course, that didn't get the arrow to the end thing was Fluga. But then, Tom and Krokul were in like this spirit world thing. And they basically had a fight to the death. Whoever won would get revived. And Tom, using Tanner's sword, because Tanner came to him, he stabbed Krokul. And then just before Krokul could roar, Tom sliced off Krokul's head and killing the Father of Fear for good. But yeah. But there was a lot of tension in this book. Of course, Elena didn't want to hurt her best friend. And when Tom went back to normal and wasn't breathing, she was actually scared that she'd killed Tom. Because even though Tom was down to his normal, just like she'd killed Krokul, she'd killed Tom. But, of course, Tom was alright, and thankfully, everything turned out well. So, my opinion, good finale. The total for Krokul is 23 out of 30. Definitely, in my opinion, the best book of series 24. One of the... Like, Morax and Krokul just saved series 24. I was so scared after reading Fluga that the rest of the series was going to be like that. But these two books managed to save it. Bless their heart, they managed to make this series at least decent. So, let's get to the total. The total for series 24, Blood of the Beast, is 78 out of 90. Going to the 70s this time. The scores dropped. We can tell. I feel like Series 22 had a good score. I mean it had 8. Hang on, what did it have? Yeah, it had 87. 3 scores away. And then Series 23 had 82. I feel like it's just been going down. Like, since Series 22, it's just been going down. So 78 out of 90. We've gone back to the 70s. Oh no. So 78 out of 90. It's not a bad score, but I don't know. So what are my overall thoughts on this series? I feel like could this series have worked? Could this series have worked? Yes, it could have worked. If Electro had had a longer fight, if Fluger had had, well, more abilities, because it would have been funner. If he had, I wouldn't have minded the fight. I would have classed this series as good. But because of that, I can class this series as only one thing: decent. I do not know how Adam or Lucas think this is the best, if not one of the best Beast Quest series. Because, well, it is their opinion. But in my opinion, and Unknown agrees with me, Series 24, Blood of the Beast, is just an okay series. Maybe because it was Rhea as the villain. I mean, Rhea's an alright villain, but I've never really, like, been amazed by her, to be honest. But this video is almost over, so we might as well get it out of the way. Now, time to get onto the ranking. And I tell you what, I think you guys can already tell which one's my least favourite by the score. Least favourite is Electro the Stormbird. Okay, you may be like, Jack, you literally said score. Fluger should be down there. Yeah, but I may have gone down there when I said score. That probably wasn't that good, but so least favourite of this series is Electro the Stormbird. This beast had potential. It could have been a good beast. I just wish the fight... The thing is, though, Beast Quest will do really good designs, really unique and good abilities, really cool abilities. In my opinion... In my opinion, the biggest thing that drags beasts down in Beast Quest, and one thing that I wish they wouldn't get wrong quite a few times, is the fight. The fight is probably the most important aspect in a Beast Quest book. So if you have a good beast but not a good fight, you're going to be like, that was an opportunity wasted. It's not the worst book, but by quite a long way, it isn't the worst Beast Quest book. It isn't. However, it's better than Quetzal. I'll give it credit. Not as good as Menox. Third place, areas is Fluger the Sliver Cock. I'll be honest, the fight was actually alright. I know I ranked it 5, well, gave it a score of 5, but it was actually alright. I actually enjoyed it in a way. I mean, and the design was good. Even though, actually no, in my opinion, Morax probably has the worst design in the series. But this is second worst. I think his design is really unique. I just wish his abilities. He doesn't have that many abilities. Give my boy Fluger abilities. If he had, I probably would have ranked him higher. And he's a water beast. But alas, it isn't. So overall, we got two alright beasts to an alright series. Second place is Morax the Wrecking Menace. First time seeing a pangolin beast. First time was a good time. Like I said, cock. I love cock. I love. Sorry. I love my jungle setting. Beast Quest books, cock. Apart from Durog in a way, cock. I love cock. Like I said, when it's a jungle setting, when the beast is jungle related, cock. I just have such a fun time. Morax, not the best jungle beast in my opinion, but cock is one of the best. Morax was very good. I was very afraid that it would turn out just like Electro and Fluga. However, it didn't, which I'm very proud of. So well done, Morax. You gave me some hope. But of course, I was going to say least favourite name. Of course, as you can guess, my favourite beast of Series 24, without a doubt, is Crotax. Crotax is Crokle, the Father of Fear. Having such an awesome design. And the fight was also good. I do wish the fight with Tom and Crokle was a bit longer, and also I wish Crokle had a bit more abilities, because his name is the Father of Fear. I kind of expected him to be more scarier and have more abilities to make him well known as a terrifying beast. I mean, he is terrifying, but is he the Father of Fear though? I don't think he is the what would be called the Father of Fear. In my opinion, he's not. I wouldn't call him the Father of Fear. I would probably call out maybe one of them Cock. Maybe Series 12 or Series 13 Beast. Cock. But overall, it was a good finale. Boosted the series up a bit. Am I at least grateful for the ending we did get? Am I grateful for the Golden Crokle? Yes. And I just want to say, Crokle is an awesome finale to an alright series. So I guess that's something. But with that being said, that was my Series 24 review. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press that notification bell down below. I kind of don't want to talk about this series again in the future, unless I have to. Because with Series 22, it's decent, but it's not, like with that series, I can talk about it a lot. With this series, it's pretty much the same as Series 22. However, whereas with Series 22, there's quite a lot of things wrong with it, so I have a lot to talk. With Series 22, I have a lot to talk about. With this series, I don't really have much. As you can see by the reviews and my awkwardness, I didn't really have much to talk about these beasts. Thankfully, though, fingers crossed, Series 25, 26, and all the others will be better. So, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video seemed a bit out of place compared to other beast reviews, but I promise, as soon as I get Series 25 and several other series, I will be back for beast reviews. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.